Time, Bebo.
Oh, good, yeah.
We're away. Niall Keeley here now for Balbriggan News on Bebo's Barbers Chair, episode 2. Well, Bebo.
Morning, Niall. How are you?
Not bad now, not bad at all. So, what was the reaction to our Bebo's episode 1?
They're very good now. The response was brilliant through Facebook and getting stopped on the street there now and a bit of crack with people talking about it. And
Good stuff.
yeah, very happy with it now and a few new customers from it then as well. So
That's great.
it's all good. So it's good to get the name out there now, you know.
Brilliant, brilliant.
But we're very happy with it, all right.
So business was good this week anyway.
Yeah, business is good this week now. Yeah, you get a bit of a struggle every couple of weeks or every now and again. But yeah, now the last couple of weeks have been fairly good now, and hopefully you'll just keep going. And
well, the elephant in the room now is this emergency we're in. What do you think? How do you think it's going to affect business?
the corona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, if it goes into lockdown, it affects everybody, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
I think it's important that we try and be as careful as possible, not panicking and
yes,
like I was in Lidl's yesterday when the announcement came out, and it was pandemonium. But I think like, when people see other people panicking, they panic. And
yes.
I was even thinking myself then, like that's all very well and good, me being calm. But then when I go to the shop tomorrow, there'll be nothing left.
Yeah.
So people just have to be a bit more responsible, I think, and and help the community. I put up my own business that I want to really expedite this and help people, businesses get online.
Yes.
Like if going back to the old days, we had a lad in a push bike delivering stuff around the town.
Yeah.
So like the butchers and the bakers and the shops and all that can
Paperboy, the full works.
yeah have a little website that people can order and pay for whatever they want and have it delivered that night.
Yeah.
It might work, but it'll be a way to keep business going, because that's a big risk. We have to, like, I know people say, "Oh, wouldn't we close down everything?" But like, we have to keep going.
We do have to. Like, it would be possible a thing to close down everything, all right, to try and contain it. But as you said, businesses still have to keep going, and people still have to be paying for bills and this, that, and the other. But I think Ireland will be able to keep it under control. It doesn't seem to be spreading too fast or quick around the country,
Yeah, and do you find when people are coming in seeing you, it's the main thing they're talking about this week, is it?
That and the horse racing.
Horse racing, yeah.
You've Cheltenham on this week, and then
right.
you have a few talking about the Eurovision.
Oh, the girl, yeah. What's her name? Leslie Roy, yeah.
Roy,
and lovely girl, yeah. She I seen her. I seen it being announced, and I put it on Balbriggan News, and I got a great reaction to that.
Yeah, so
and I seen her on the Late Late Show. I think it went a bit pear-shaped in the Late Late Show. I think her earpiece was loose or something like that.
Right.
And people were a little bit critical, but I thought the song was brilliant.
Yeah.
Like usually, Eurovision is nonsense.
Yeah.
But I actually thought the song was brilliant. Actually, it's a really, really good chance.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, the best of luck to her now in it as well. It's great for the local.
Yeah, no, it's a pity the health issue thing. People didn't maybe fully aware of it, but best of luck to her. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But so you chat about the horse racing then as well. Cheltenham on all week, and lads off work for the week, and
I did it once. Twice. Once I went to Cheltenham. It was a corporate thing when I worked in Digiphone, and then one year myself and another lad, we just happened to be in the Bloodry Inn one afternoon for lunch, and just feck this and went in the beer. Yeah. And had a great old crack. It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of lads coming in maybe that are in the pub and having the crack and will never get a haircut, yeah?
Yeah, throwing your tips and the whole lot. Not that all of them would win, but you do all right now. And the central pub here, it's after being taken over by Andy O'Neill, another local man.
All right, very good.
So hopefully he does well in there now as well. But they run a roll-up for Cheltenham. Brilliant. It's a couple of quid in, and there's good money for the winner each day, and then there's an overall winner. And so they do that for Cheltenham, but they also do it for every Saturday as well. So there's a roll up every Saturday in the central, you know.
Brilliant.
So yeah, it's a good old crack though, you know. It's a bit of banter really as well.
So you're getting a great mix. You get the people in the central coming in here, going into the bookies. It's a great, like it's your own little ecosystem going on here.
Yeah.
And how'd you do yourself?
In the roll up, I get off to a good start, but near the end, I can't finish it all, you know.
Right.
So look, it's a bit of crack then as well. If like I'd be a gambler, but I wouldn't be a big gambler.
Right.
So I'd be going for the likes of names and stuff like that that catch me eye. So if I ever win it, it'd be by pure luck. You know, you've lads for the roll up on a Saturday, they're studying it since Thursday to see what they're going to back on the Saturday.
Right.
You know, whereas I get up Saturday morning and have a quick flick through, or in between each haircut on a Saturday, try and pick out a horse. But I've never won it now myself, but it's good money now. If you do win it, you'd be doing all right for yourself.
And I'd say there's some great characters coming in as well that know the form and know the crack, yeah?
You'd have them all there, yeah.
Good stuff.
They know who the fucking granny of the horse was and the trainer, and you know, like some lads have great knowledge of the horses now altogether.
Brilliant.
There
used to be like local trainers and stuff like that. What's
still a couple I get one of them in here now, Damien English.
Oh right,
Damien comes in now to get his haircut. Local trainer from out in just out there in Dalhousie, just beside Dalhousie. So he does well down in Dundalk and places like that. He'd have his horses running, you know.
Brilliant.
Then you've got Cromwell. He's just down in Bellewstown, local enough, I suppose, there as well. And you've McGuinness over in Rush.
Excellent.
So they all do pretty well.
Jeez, you've all kinds and sorts coming in here, haven't you?
They do indeed, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think this could, you know, become a regular thing. I could come down and talk to you about what's going on in the town and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and then people can come and tell you what's going on, so that when I'm next in, you'll tell me, and we can get people aware of it.
Well, I have said it to a few people now that have been sitting in the seat.
Brilliant.
That have small businesses around the town.
Excellent.
And I said to them, I said, look, if I can go and tell me, and I said, the next time Niall is down, we can chat away to it there now, and that's giving you a bit of a plug in your business, you know.
Yeah, no, and I got quite involved this week with you know that choir festival that was supposed to happen, the Voice of
Balbriggan, Fingal Voice,
International Voices, that was to be a huge thing. Like I kind of missed out on exactly what that was.
Right.
But like there was 60 acts confirmed, and like some of them are choirs that have maybe 20 or 30 people in each act.
Yes, yeah.
So there was thousands of people going to come to Balbriggan, and it was a really big thing. And then when they ended up having to kind of cancel it, they planned to do kind of an online version.
Oh right,
and they want to just stream some of the stuff from the church and that.
Yes.
But then when the other issue was when we went out gather more than 100 people, they knocked that in the head as well.
Yeah.
Like, but now, please God, I was talking to the guy that's running it, Michael Dawson is his name, sound bloke, really good guy. And he's actually setting up some businesses in Balbriggan permanently. Like there's going to be a Balbriggan School of Music.
Okay. And, that's up near the Sunshine House.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Now, and I was talking to Michael, and this is going to be a huge, big deal. Huge employment. It's a big deal. So
brilliant. Yeah.
Something really, really to get behind and look forward to. And like then
jobs.
This festival thing then hopefully could be every year, and Balbriggan could get known as the place where it's on. Do you know what I mean? It could be like Tralee and the Rose of Tralee, and an annual festival that happens every year in Balbriggan. It really could be a turning point for us.
Yeah. It'd be like the Fla, only in different more trad, or not trad music, but
choir music. It's choir music,
yeah.
And you'll have to put together a barber shop quartet. There was a barbershop quartet competition.
No way.
Yeah, and they need to be a bit of crack. There's a couple of lads in Trinity College that do that. You know that boom. They're all doing a bit, you know.
Yeah.
And there was to be a marquee up, you know, the field across from St George's Church.
Yes.
At the Sunshine Home.
Yeah, the football pitch.
That was going to be opened up on Saturday as a venue with. you know, hurdy-gurdies and things for kids and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But there was to be a barbershop competition in the I think it was either in the church or in a marquee there.
No way.
But yeah, no, I think it's really, really exciting times, and I'm gonna pursue that story now on Balbriggan News, and keep in touch with Michael and keep that alive as such.
Yes,
you know.
yeah.
Were many people talking about it?
There wasn't many people talking about that now, to be honest with you.
I think I just needed a bit more news, and like I was getting the press releases and putting them out there and reading through them and thinking it was maybe only a little small thing, you know, but it's not. A lot of money, a lot of investment did go into it, and like I know Michael and the team put a lot of work into it as well.
Yeah,
so.
I've seen the signs all around the town now, all right, yeah.
And you know, Cadence Music Academy there on the square.
Yes, yeah.
Sarah there now, she's a good friend of mine now, and since she started her business in Balbriggan, and she's involved in the new music school.
Right.
So you know, I think it's kind of an amalgamation kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to have a serious music school in Balbriggan. That's great news, I think. So yeah,
because they're trying to buy the block of houses on.
I think so. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
They have the big house at the front. It was the nursing home.
The nursing home, yeah, Bedford House.
Bedford House. That's exactly it. Yeah. Funny enough, my grandfather owned the house across the road from that.
No way.
Lara was the name of it.
Yes,
and that's the estate, the name of the house that's there now. It was a huge. I don't even remember. It was a huge, big house.
The old haunted house.
Yeah, that's exactly it. My granddad had that.
Your granddad, yeah.
Dick Bourne, and he had his woodworking wood shop there. He made furniture, and he was a carpenter, builder kind of thing, and a lot of hall doors in Balbriggan are still
hanging because of him. Yeah.
He was fairly well known. Yeah, and it was a fabulous big house. I just remember
massive.
It was a huge big tree out the back, and used to love playing in that back garden.
Yeah. It was a massive back garden, plenty of cars in it there as
well.
Yeah,
and there was an old Bedford van. That was my granddad's van.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
That was my granddad's van going around Balbriggan, and everyone knows it. Like, we're all in that back garden hauling apples or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just remember, all the stuff was abandoned in it. But and my uncle Nicky lived there then. He was in the fire brigade. He passed away a few years ago.
Right.
But he had the wood shop there as well. Good friend of Barbara Smith.
Oh yeah.
My uncle Nicky and Barbara Smith were good friends. Yeah.
Good old Barbara Smith. All right. Yeah.
And it looks like he's still there, doesn't it? When
the shop is still there now, and they haven't taken out any of the chairs or the posters off the walls, or it's all still the way Barbara Smith left it. But
and I always pass it. It brings back memories. It's great to leave some of the buildings alone, but breaking that we do all have memories.
Tells the history of the town. Yeah.
I must, and something I'm definitely going to do now. Next time I'm talking to you is, and maybe you interview people when they're here. Is about the sack of Balbriggan.
Yes, yeah.
So, if anybody, maybe we could do a special here, maybe someday with a few people here, that they can all tell us their story about, or what they know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If their family members have gone through it, or
we could set something up because I was talking to Jimmy Lawless a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling me all his story, and it was his grandfather. So
that's right. Yeah.
And we could find out what buildings were happening. What happened? Like, was there a thing where people had to run and hide in the hills?
Up Clonard Hill and stuff in the fields, and some of them were only babies there with their older brothers or sisters hiding in the ditches for like hours to days. Some of them hid up there, you know what I mean? Terrible altogether. And some of them, while the whole street was being burned to the ground and stuff like that,
Yeah, I think it'd be great now. I'd love to do that as a kind of project now, of get a load of people to talk about what they know.
Yeah.
Any memorabilia that's knocking around, and just maybe put a whole dedicated place on Balbriggan News that people can come and see and read
and have a look and
a few videos, stories.
Yeah.
Like I know Jimmy had birth certificates and death certificates and stuff like that. And,
no way.
And and like I actually always visit. I make a point of visiting the graves out in Balscadden at least once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And they're really, Jimmy keeps them really, really well.
Yes.
So
is there a few of them out there now?
The graves of the two boys, Lawless and Gibbons,
are
out there. Yeah, no, and there's a guy out in Balbriggan I know. I can't remember his name. He's a photographer. His name just escapes me at the minute. He's some really, really good photographs of the 75th anniversary. I know the 50th anniversary.
Right.
And then of the funeral itself. There's some really, really good photographs of the funeral.
I didn't know that. No.
Like a full military funeral or whatever the equivalent was. And that's the kind of stuff we want to find out.
Yeah.
Was it an official mourning and all this kind of crack?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what I'll put you on the case there, interviewing a few people, and what we'll do is we put the word out that if anybody wants to get involved, we could do maybe an afternoon or an evening here.
Yeah.
Talking to a few people and get a few lads into the barber's chair. Because I think this could be a good thing,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'll give it a go. All right now, and it'd be interesting to hear what people have to say and what they know about it.
Yeah.
Because there's not that many in the town left that could tell you much about it anymore,
Exactly, yeah.
You've all the
new people.
It's all the old faces are gone now. All the characters are gone that would have known stuff.
But there might even be there's people in houses here in Clonard Street.
Yes.
That have always been in the houses since then. So, or their grandchildren or whatever.
Yeah.
We are talking. It was 100 years ago, but you could have people that are.
Their family are still here.
Of them, yeah, exactly. So it'd be good to hear. And there's probably even things, the way in the city centre and GPO, like there's bullet holes in walls and things like that.
Yeah.
There's probably stuff like that. We should try and gather it all together and have that if people do come, and hopefully they'll come for this the centenary of it to remember it.
Yes.
That maybe walking tours, you can walk people around and show them different things, and we could put pictures in windows of what this building was like when it was
of that house or building. Yeah, definitely.
I've seen some good pictures, of the tubbies there now, derelict. You could show the menaces and just say that we reenacted it.
The whole main street.
We put it back the way it was. Not a museum piece.
Yeah,
that's right. I'd love to. That's one thing I would love to see that sorted out. I know it's
will
it's
be
ongoing,
at some stage,
but our Balbriggan thing and everything.
Yeah, it'll take time like anything, but hopefully now we'll get the town back up on its feet now and have the main street looking good again. And
that'd be great.
Because it doesn't look great now when you come. If you're not from the town and driving down through the square and that, it's not a great look. You know what I mean?
Grand, yeah.
I know they tried their best in some of the buildings, painting the boards out the front and putting pictures of dogs and the whole lot in it, you know what I mean? But the buildings need to be probably knocked.
The Tidy Towns did a good job there recently of trying to dick it up as best they could.
Yeah, and you always see them out and about now as well. They never.
They're great. Yeah, they really are great. And it was awful that mural down in Station Street being damaged. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Down at the train station where all the hearts and everything were on the wall.
Just on the little gappy wall there.
Little fuckers came along and put graffiti all over, and
that was only done recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the news there. It was on Balbriggan News, and it was on Dublin Live or one of them.
Right.
And they I think they did it before, and then it was cleaned up.
Yeah.
And they did it again.
Yeah.
And now they've actually whitened the whole thing over. It's gone.
It's gone. It was only last week, the week before. Yeah. Because I only cycled by it there not so long ago.
Yeah.
And
I think it's been by now to just see exactly what way it is now. But no, it's horrendous.
That's the worst about them around the town here. You always have the few young lads or young ones vandalising and stuff like that.
No, but again, I really do believe if we all stick together and keep an eye out for one another and try and pull together, we can make something of the town.
Definitely, yeah. Stick together now is the main thing, I think. Now
we have a great bit of history and a great bit of stuff going on, and we have a great beach. You know what I mean? It can be a touristy.
There's a lot there to work on, really, to make things of it there. Yeah. How is that for you there?
We're all fixed. Yeah, all that's great now. So that's episode 2 of Bebo's Barbers on Balbriggan News.